House Committee when she could have to answer questions about the Benghazi attacks by Islamic terrorists and if she tried hiding something. And big changes. You can notice a difference if you head out to Redskins training camp. What you'll pay more for this year and the fewer food choices you will have. Welcome back to CBS 6 Sunday Morning. I'm Greg McQuaid in the Weather Center with my good friend Mike Stone. It's 7:31, and thousands of people are going to be heading out there, Mike. Big changes. We're going to get to them in just a few minutes. But not feeling like football, whether it's going to get real hot this week.
Yeah, in fact, we've had some training camps the last few years that have been really uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be as nasty as parts of last year was, but I think we'll probably be in the mid to upper 90s on Thursday. So
feeling like July?
Yeah, feeling like July, and we're actually finishing up July this week. This time next week, it'll be August. How about that?
Moving through the summer.
Where's the summer going, Pappy?
I'm going to go over here. You take it away.
Okay, so long, Pappy. This is how it looks outside right now. We have temperatures ranging from the mid-60s to the low 70s. It's a little bit humid outside, kind of like it was yesterday. Not too muggy just yet, but that will arrive later tomorrow into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have just some scattered clouds drifting on by right now. And we'll see a cloud sun mix during the day today. We'll be in the mid-80s by noontime. Winds will be fairly light this morning. And during the day today, not too much of a breeze. We'll have them out of the south to southeast at about 2 to 10 miles an hour. About a 20% chance of an isolated storm very late today. The best chance of a thunderstorm is going to be north and west of the metro. But just to our south and west, it's really hot and really humid. And that's the air that's heading this way. So we'll talk about how that'll impact our week ahead coming up in the 7-day forecast. And when some of these thunderstorms that you see here to the north and west will drift on down, that is coming up. Greg?
Okay, Mike, thank you so much. Supporters of the Confederate flag have another truck rally in Petersburg this weekend. Demonstrators hold it under the watchful eye of police. Our Chelsea Rarick tells us about a familiar disturbance that happened again and how police handled the situation.
A visible police presence caught the attention of some on South Crater Road Saturday morning. Officers here were keeping an eye on things before and during a Confederate flag run that took place.
We have to make certain that we had coverage with our officers to make certain that people who come through our city are safe as well as the citizens who are here.
Several weeks ago, at a flag run put on by different organizers, a bottle was thrown during the run. Police are currently investigating, but wanted to make sure there were no issues on Saturday.
We actually had to hire officers overtime to be out here.
However, while on their way to the flag run, Jacob Yost says someone threw some sort of drink at his sister's car, which police are currently investigating.
It makes me feel like we're being disrespected.
In the recent months, the Confederate flag has caused controversy for many, who say it's offensive, but those here say it's not about hate.
We want to show people that we don't want our heritage to be taken away. We want it to stick around because it's been here for so long. And my grandpa, he was a Confederate, so he wants us to fight for this flag. He doesn't want it to be taken down.
The flag run started near Ace Hardware in Petersburg and ended in Hopewell at I Don't Know Sports Grill. Police say 25 cars took part, much less than the previous run. But those here say they've all made it a point to be respectful while on the road.
You will not see anybody on this side of it that is going to throw something at someone this is about a peaceful run.
Organizers tell me that for the most part things went smoothly this afternoon during the Heritage Flag Run. However, they do say that they were called some names while driving here to the I Don't Know Sports Grill. Working for you, I'm Chelsea Rarick for CBS 6 News.
New this morning, Hillary Clinton will testify in front of the House Special Committee investigating the Benghazi attacks. The presidential candidate will answer questions before the lawmakers investigating the 2012 attacks by Islamic terrorists that killed 4 Americans, including U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens. The investigation has grown into a political fight, specifically focusing on the Democrats' emails in her own account and if she leaked classified information. The hearing is tentatively set for October 22nd. President Obama continuing his historic trip to Kenya today. There's a live pictures right now from his visit. The president was meeting with Kenyan counterparts to discuss cooperation between the two nations, especially in counterterrorism and economic development. Jeremy Roth reports.
The first time I came here, I was in jeans and a backpack. Making his first visit to Kenya as president, Obama and Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta talked of working together to fight terrorism and protect human rights.
There has been extensive and effective counterterrorism cooperation between the United States and Kenya, dealing with primarily threats from Al-Shabaab.
Our common love for democracy, entrepreneurship, value for families. These are things that we share.
But the two leaders didn't agree on everything. Criticizing the Kenyan government on its position on gay rights, President Obama compared it to racism in America.
As an African American in the United States, I am painfully aware of the history of what happens when people are treated differently under the law.
This issue is not really an issue that is on the foremost mind of Kenyans, and that is the fact.
Obama praised the nation for working to fight official corruption, which he said could cause businesses to be hesitant about investing in Kenya.
This may be the biggest impediment to Kenya growing even faster.
Though nearing the end of his presidency, Obama said that doesn't mean his relationship with the homeland of his father would be over.
I'll be back. The next time I'm back, I may not be wearing a suit.
I'm Jeremy Roth, reporting.
Here in this country, grieving families and friends of Sandra Bland gather in Illinois for her funeral. The 28-year-old was found hanged in a Texas jail cell 2 weeks ago, several days after she had been arrested following a traffic stop. Bland's death remains under investigation in Texas. Prosecutors say preliminary autopsy results and photos show that she committed suicide. However, her family is calling for an independent autopsy. Hundreds of people gather at the University of Louisiana in Lafayette to remember the victims of a theater shooting earlier this week. Neighbors say the tragic incident is bringing the community together at a time when it's needed the most. Folks there are honoring the courage of Jenna Moe and Ali Villamartin, the two victims who were shot. Police say a victim wounded in the shooting managed to crawl and pull a fire alarm in an attempt to warn everyone in the theater.
I think it's a tribute to them and to our profession, because that's how we react to situations. We're very protective individuals, and I'm very proud of them.
John Hauser, the accused gunman, died after turning the gun on himself at the theater. Funeral services for the two victims will be held tomorrow. And in Sin City, fire crews are trying to determine what may have caused a big fire at the Cosmopolitan Hotel on the Strip. Check this video out. It's of a 2-alarm fire. You can see flames and plumes of smoke coming from the pool area of the hotel. Ash and soot cover the cabanas and palm trees by a rooftop pool. One person was taken to the hospital. Fire officials say that flames have been put out, and now they're working to determine a cause. It is 7:39, and in today's Consumer Alert, there's a sign that Bluebell ice cream could wind up back on the store shelves in Virginia. The creamery's plant in Alabama conducted a test run over the weekend. Bluebell's plants in 3 states ceased production in April after a deadly listeria outbreak. Since then, the company says that drastic measures have been taken to clean facilities as well as train workers. Once the trial period is over, Bluebell will begin building inventory to return to the market. There's no firm date for when the ice cream sales will resume at this time. And here in Richmond, Redskins fans can expect to see several changes when the team arrives in Richmond this week for training camp. The Richmond Economic Development Authority says that you can expect to pay more for parking, see fewer dining options on site, and perhaps a longer walk to the facility. Organizers say it will now cost $10 to park at city-owned lots nearby, up from $3 last year. The city tells us it's because of an increase in the cost of staffing and managing those lots. The number of food vendors outside the building will also be cut from 6 to 3, and a shuttle service that takes fans to and from the Diamond will be discontinued because the trolley company is unavailable this year. Redskins will hold 13 practices in Richmond starting Thursday. One thing that has not changed, admission to the practice is still free. It is 7:40. Coming up on CBS 6 Sunday morning, Daring Ducks. No, this isn't a game of Frogger. The Feathered Friends right here play a real-life game on the interstate. What state police are telling drivers to do if they see a similar sight.
No, and it's not. You're not looking for me. Come on, no, this is all we've got.
And cuffed and stuffed.
Good.
A meteorologist arrested live on television.
Good.
The forecast that gets him put in handcuffs and hauled away in a squad car. We would love to see Mike Stone fall in the same instance.
Sailing away to Key Largo. Here's looking at you.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout.
That's right.
And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Welcome back. A meteorologist is a person of interest in the missing case. What's missing? Summer. And police there decide to take action.
No, and it's not. You're not looking for me. Come on, no, this is all we've got.
Oh, police in Canada say the season there has been MIA. The meteorologist was busted and arrested for his forecast of rain, drizzle, and fog. Of course, it was all in good fun, and he was let go after making bail. The people of the province of Newfoundland are hoping to see some sunshine pretty soon, saying at this point they may have forgotten what summertime looks like. And Mike Stone, have you ever been arrested for something like that? Maybe a bad forecast?
Nothing like that, but many years ago, let's just say some tax deductions I took were a little bit more liberal than the IRS thought they could be, so... Okay, moving on. Outside this morning, we have some sunshine mixing with some clouds right now. Our normal high for this point of the year has actually dropped a degree. Statistically, we're past the hottest point of the summer, but you know, every year is different. We will get a lot of heat from this point forward, but at least statistically, the normal high is going down. 89 for today. Sun rose this morning at 6:08. They'll set at 8:23. And rainfall-wise, we continue to be in great shape across the area. In terms of the humidity, today, a little bit humid, kind of like it was yesterday, but not too bad. The humidity will increase, though, during the day tomorrow, and it will be pretty muggy for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And it looks like we may have Thursday as our muggiest day of the week, and it may also be our hottest day of the week with highs in the mid to upper 90s. And keep in mind, that is the first practice session for training camp. So if you're heading downtown, granted the session starts in the morning, but Thursday looks to be the most uncomfortable day for the week ahead. Today will be a few degrees warmer, hotter than it was yesterday. Instead, upper 80s will be right around, if not a little bit above 90. Just a 20% chance of a thunderstorm today. Most areas will stay dry. There's a better chance of storms tomorrow, kind of scattered about the area, and it will be a few degrees lower in terms of the temperatures. And again, on Thursday, the most uncomfortable day of the week, pretty muggy highs, at least in the mid-90s. We may even get some upper 90s, and just an isolated chance of a thunderstorm, but I think most of that day will be dry as well. Temperatures right now range from the mid